as young as 4 years old when I was in dance class, and I had this just wrong perception of my body, and I was bullied on the way that I looked. But as for starting to engage in behaviors, that wasn't until I was in 3rd grade. I would actually go the whole day without eating. I was embarrassed what people would be thinking about me, and I would come home from a long day and be so hungry, and I would just binge on anything I could find. And with that, I felt very out of control, and I would have this feel of anxiety, just rushing up, and I would then go and purge.
Bulimia nervosa is a potentially life-threatening condition characterized by cycles of eating a large amount of food in a short amount of time that often trigger a lot of guilt in those patients, and they tend to then go to compensatory behaviors such as making themselves vomit the food, or excessive exercise, or restrict for days or weeks after one of those episodes.
I just felt as though my life was very out of control with school, with friends, just anything.
The reason bulimia is a dangerous illness is that patients can be at risk for electrolyte abnormalities when they vomit multiple times a day.
In 8th grade, my cousin came up to me and she noticed that I was engaging in bulimic behaviors and losing weight, and I told her that she was crazy, and I was pretty much in a denial stage at that point in my life.
Bulimia nervosa is easier to hide compared to other eating disorders due to the fact that most patients that suffer with bulimia nervosa have normal weight.
I was at the end of my freshman year in high school, and I had looked in the mirror and had never seen somebody so big in my entire life, and at this point in my life I was at my lowest weight, so I knew that there was something that wasn't right. I had pretty much lost everything to my eating disorder. I had lost relationships with friends, I had lost my ability to go to school and have the energy to really do anything that I really wanted to do.
A lot of kids, when they come to our treatment program, are here because their parents want them to be there. She was here because she wanted the help. She was here because she wanted to change her life and move on. She had goals in her life that she was looking forward to, and that helped her in her motivation for recovery.
I learned traits that I wanted to possess in the future, somebody who I wanted to be, and that was really helpful for me to look at my future as something hopeful and something bright and positive.
For each patient, we meet as a team and we develop a treatment plan that includes patients' medical conditions, psychological, social, and family issues. We do have the opportunity for those patients that if they have other conditions such as self-injury, anxiety, substance abuse, to actually cross-track between other programs in our facility.
I pretty much came out of the program learning who I was and what Mallory wanted for the first time.
Our treatment approach is multidisciplinary. We have patients work with psychiatrists, therapists, nurses, expressive therapists, chaplains. We work with the outpatient treatment team in coordinating care. We do look at the whole person, and we look at all their conditions. When I see successes like Mallory, that brings us a lot of satisfaction. We often get letters from patients to tell us their successes and how well they do. And I think that brings a lot of hope to other patients, brings a lot of hope for us as providers.
Reach out for help and know that people do love and support you and want to help you.
I feel I'm very fortunate to be a part of the Alexian Brothers Eating Disorder team that help patients like Mallory reach their goals in life.
Mostly they taught me how to be a survivor and how to find what I really want out of life and what makes me happy and what I want to do with my life. And I picked up my guitar again in recovery. I started taking my life back.
A lot of our patients that come to the program are very surprised to find out that there's a lot of other people out there that struggle with bulimia, and that help is available, that they're not alone struggling with this. And look at Mallory's example. Recovery is possible.
Really, I'm just the happiest I've ever been. I go to middle schools and share my story and educate other students on eating disorders, and that's always been really important to me ever since I started recovery. And I just hope to continue making a difference in other people's lives and sharing my story to help inspire others.